Good evening from, where are we? Manila, Philippines, South Pacific, Western Hemisphere. We are, right? Pretty sure are we? Yeah. Yeah, we are. Kind of sort of down by the equator, kind of sort of. Can see it, from here. If you get on a tall building, you can see it. All right. So this is episode number 281 of our Alien series. You find these all over the place. They're on theyclaim.com. They're on alienanalprobe.com. They're on stockphotosworldwide.com. They are, at least for the moment, on the 10 Bears Travel channel on YouTube until they jerk them because we said something bad, and all you got to do is I read a report today. Some woman, was it Facebook? Where was it? She made the comment. Well, a long time ago, a woman made the comment to her friend that said, all men are ugly. She got yanked. Her account got yanked, shut down. Okay, that's many years ago. One of Facebook's, more revealing moments. Okay, and just recently, just a day or two ago, some woman made the comment that men are men. And she got yanked from some social media. I can't remember. I don't know if it was Facebook or was it X? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Men are men. Okay, you say that, you're going to get yanked. So, and all the crap that we say, damn well, we're going to get yanked. We're going to get yanked from YouTube. It's just a given. It's only a matter of time. Okay, so this episode is for a nice lady named Lyka, Lyka. I'm not going to tell you where she lives. I'm not going to tell you her last name. I'm not going to tell you nothing. I'm not going to tell you what color hair is. What color her hair is. I'm not going to tell you anything at all. But her name is Lyka, and this episode is dedicated to her because she's pretty sure she got probed by aliens. No, I'm not. I wouldn't embarrass her. Well, I might, but maybe some other time I will. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. We got no more Philippines reports. Thank you, Jesus. So now we're just back to taking them as they come up in a database. This is a location, Waltham, Massachusetts. At least this is a location I can pronounce, unlike everything down here in Southeast Asia. This is date 1952, time is afternoon. The 11-year-old witness had been playing in a field near her home when a short humanoid with large slanted eyes and wearing a dark skin-tight diving suit. I wish I had a pace for every time I heard, skin-tight diving suit. Usually they say they're, silvery colored. This one says dark. So, different styles, I guess. Anyway, this creepazoid thing confronted her while she's out playing in a field. Okay. She remembers being taken inside a room where she was examined by a machine resembling an X-ray probe. Since the encounter, she has had problems with her vision. Okay, I don't like this one. I worked federal law enforcement probably about 10, 15 lifetimes ago. I know the kind of stupid, evil shit that people do. I know a lot of stuff that I shouldn't know and that I don't want to know and that I wish I didn't know. Little 11-year-old girl out playing in the field. Somebody approaches her wearing spandex, takes her in a room. She's examined. No, something wrong with this story. I don't like it. I'm not gonna dignify this anymore. It's in our database, but on the off chance that it could be talking about aliens, I don't think they're talking about aliens. I think they're just talking about evil, and that's just going to go away. Okay. Here's let's see. Let me cherry pick a little bit. Okay. Location not given. Okay. Oh, that's a big help, isn't it? That could be Australia. That could be Antarctica. How can you make a report and you don't know where it is? That's BS. Not given. Date 1965. No month. Time is late night. Oh, this is crap. Okay, this is some little girl. This is a 5-year-old little girl who had a dream and she woke up. or something. And then 40 years later, she told somebody, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. The 5-year-old witness was sleeping with her brothers when she was suddenly awakened for some unknown reason. Okay. She then saw 7 strange-looking figures at the foot of her bed. Okay. We take every single line, we look for bullshit. When you're 5, you wake up in the middle of the night, and you see strangers standing at the foot of your bed. You do not, I'm pretty sure, take the time to count them and to be exactly sure that there are 7, not 6, not 5. There are 7. I don't think you're going to be counting them. No, I don't believe this. No. Okay, she then saw 7 strange-looking figures at the foot of her bed. No. The figures were 4 foot tall with large, round, black eyes, grayish-white skin, and large heads with very thin bodies and long arms, fingers and toes. Okay, well, that's a pretty good description of some alien creepers, but 1965, there was a lot of movies out by then. A bright light shone from the sky. How's she know that? She's outside? No, she's inside. How's she know? Maybe came through the window. Okay, which seemed to draw the witness and the aliens into it. Well, that's kind of an advanced thing to be reporting back in 1965. I don't know. I guess that was probably in comic books and stuff like that. She could be parroting that from comic books or something. Next thing she recalled was being on a table in a sterile room, again surrounded by the beings. The beings began to examine and probe her body with long, thin metal instruments. Oh, geez. Some were inserted vaginally and rectally. Next thing she knew, she was lying back in her bed. It's a dream. Go back to sleep, little girl. No. I'm not. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that happened, but what are the odds? I'm not going to dignify it with any credibility. No. Okay. No. God. Okay. Scottish Highlands, Scotland. Date 1965. Late night. On 2 successive nights, famed ghost hunter Elliot MacDonald. Okay. I'm suspicious. Seek and ye shall find. You want to find aliens bad enough, you go outside, you look at the sky long enough, you're going to see aliens. I don't care if they're there or not. You're going to see them. You do this for a living to try to get kudos and publicity. And even if you don't see them, you have to see them. You're duty bound. Sooner or later, you got to see some aliens. Oh, God. Okay, Elliot O'Donnell encountered the supernatural in a lonely road. Of course he did, because that's his job. On the first occasion, he just heard footsteps behind him, but on the second night, he swung around and saw the dark shape of a man trailing him at some distance. The shadow seemed to be the source of the footsteps and was advancing towards him. Okay, MacDonald was terrified and looked around for some mundane explanation, but there was none. Mundane explanation for what? It's a guy dressed in dark clothing walking towards him. That's pretty mundane in and of itself, probably a robber. Why do you have to look at that scene and think that it's otherworldly automatically? Hell, he stood stock still, and the shadow passed him as though oblivious to his presence. It's some guy out for a walk, and he didn't want to be bothered with having to strike up a conversation with this guy out there. O'Donnell felt a transient, icy chill because he's a snowflake. The shadow was like the silhouette of a short, stout man. Okay, but the nerve-wracking detail that caught O'Donnell his attention the most. Okay, here we go. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. But the nerve-wracking detail that caught O'Donnell his attention the most, that's what it says, was that the figure was headless. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, except, you know, we're not getting in the direction of aliens. Hardly any headless aliens. There was a well-defined neck, but beyond it, nothing. And whoever submitted this record says in parentheses, I included this incident because of the various incidents describing humanoids or entities that appeared to be headless. Well, there's not hardly any of them. Hell. Okay, credibility. Credibility. Is that a credible alien report? No, 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 no. Holy jeez. Okay. I'm going to skip here. We're going to go time travel. Punta Santa Martino, Italy. November 13th, 1977. 00:25 a.m., so 12:30 at night. A man taking infrared photographs of the area saw on one of the images what appeared to be a dark humanoid figure with luminous, glowing eyes. No other information. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Noted. Okay. Oh, jeez. Near Amphos, France. Who knows? Date, November 13th, 1977, times 2300, 11 o'clock at night. A young couple in their 20s driving on D561 saw a flashing light in the hills between Fox and Foe, and the Ups? What's the Ups? AUPS. I mean Alps? Ups? After several kilometers, the couple again saw it, now larger and blinking, at the crossroads of some road. It seemed to be above the nearby town of Fox. They pulled the car to the side of the road and watched it for 15 minutes. Then, about 200 meters behind them along the road, they saw a small point of light near the ground, as though someone was carrying a flashlight. Well, not as though. It probably was someone carrying a flashlight. They turned around and drove back towards the light and saw, about 30 to 50 meters away, a semi-human silhouette of a phosphorescent white color with no visible arms or legs and no features upon its head. It was about 5 feet 8 inches tall, advancing and retreating and not appearing very stable. They compared the form to a TV image. The couple associated the light seen earlier with the figure, became frightened, and ran away. Hell, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. I'm not going to even talk about it. Ellsworth Air Force Base. This is the last one because I'm getting cranky. South Dakota, November 16th, 1977, time 21:35, 9:35 at night. 2 Air Force security police officers checking a report of trespassers at a restricted nuclear weapons storage site noticed a bright light hovering above a nearby hill. Maybe I know this one. I don't remember this specific report, but maybe I'm familiar with the event. Okay. One of the men remained on the patrol vehicle as the second one investigated the source of the light. As the officer approached the area, he observed a human-like figure wearing a shiny green metallic uniform and a helmet with visor. What year is this? 77. I mean, now, 2024, we wouldn't think anything about that. Some Antifa crackpot. Back then, kind of unusual. The witness ordered the figure to stop, but this one continued walking towards the source of the light. As the officer pointed his M16 at the figure, this one suddenly turned around, pointing an object at the officer. There was a bright flash of light from the object, and then the M16 carbine exploded, causing burns to the hands of the witness. Well, that's a good trick. Wish I could do it. As the injured officer hid, the second officer arrived, and he observed 2 similarly clad figures. He challenged both, but they refused to stop. He then fired, striking both. Okay, why didn't they blow up his gun? They blew up the other guy's gun. They were seen to fall, but 15 seconds later, both stood up and fired several flashes of light at the officer. This one was able to hide and was unhurt. He then followed the two figures and saw them enter a landed disc-shaped craft. The object then emitted a brilliant flash of green light, and disappeared into the sky. Later investigation revealed that the several components to one of the nuclear warheads were missing. Okay, I'm not familiar with this particular one specifically, but there are quite a few reports where nuclear warheads and parts and things come up missing, and I do not know what to think of those. I've seen reports by some really, really supposedly probably credible people who would know. And they say this happened. They say things like this happened. Okay, credibility or not, we're looking for credibility, and I can't say this positively did not happen. Nothing that obviously gives it away as a hoax, except for the fact that it's outrageous. Okay, the way we do these, we've got a big bucket. And for every report that might be credible, we take a little pinch of sand, we drop it in that bucket, and if the bucket's ever full, we say, okay, we believe in aliens. So how much sand can we give this one? I can give it like a teensy little pinch, like I can give it like 7 grains of sand. Okay, you drop that in the bucket, and it's ever so much fuller now, right? Okay. 7 grains into the bucket. Get in there. Okay. And we're done. We're done for the night. That's enough. That's enough foolishness. Okay. All tapes, recordings, pictures, photos, everything. Copyright 2024 by stockphotosworldwide.com. You can find them at that website, or you can find them at alienanalprobe.com. You can find them at theyclaim.com. You can find them for the time being at the 10 Bears Travel Channel. Not .com. The 10 Bears Travel Channel on YouTube. Go there. Find a lot of other stuff too on that channel. Whatever. Weird stuff. It's weird stuff. It's all we don't do anything normal. And we're not trying to make money here. So we don't polish this stuff endlessly. We just do what's fun for us and we upload it. Either you like it or you don't. We don't beg for subscribers. We don't do the tricky hook thing at the beginning where we lie to you and we tell you, okay, if you listen to the end, we're going to show you how to turn lead into gold. That's the YouTube way. No, we're not going to play that game. Subscribe or not, we don't care. We don't care. This is just fun for us. It's just fun for us. Okay, that's all. Okay. Thank you very much, and good evening from wherever we are in the world. Moving constantly. Trying to stay ahead of the aliens and the probing. Good night.